Been quite a year for African countries. We now take a look at the 2017 political developments, including Liberia, Gambia, Zimbabwe, Rwanda and Kenya.
"2017 has been a vibrant political year for Africa. It dawned with a revolution in the Gambia. Adama Barrow became the third president in January 2017 after defeating Yahya Jammeh in the elections. Jammeh's refusal to concede defeat resulted to a political standstill and a military intervention by ECOWAS community. At the 28th African Union Summit in Ethiopia, the United Nations Secretary General Antonio Guterres awarded the ECOWAS community, led by Her Excellency Ellen Johnson Sirleaf, for defending democracy in the Gambia. Liberia would see the last of Ellen Johnson Sirleaf as the first female head of state. She has ruled the country for 2 terms. She broke the record for being the first female president in Africa. In the 10th of October elections, 11 candidates were in the race. Football legend George Weah and former Vice President Joseph Boakai were the bigwigs. George garnered 38% while Joseph got 28%. This called for a rerun as none of them scored above the required 50%. The second round had been scheduled for the 7th of November, but was postponed after a third-placed candidate, Charles Bramskin, challenged the results in the Supreme Court. Liberians went back to the polls on the 26th of December.
Yeah, we are confident, but it's going to be a tough challenge, overcoming George Weah that has got about 39% of the votes in the first round. But it's not going to be unprecedented.
In East Africa, a lot has been going on. Kenya's general elections on the 8th of August were again nullified by the Supreme Court after the opposition party NASA claimed they were not free and fair. The second round of voting was on the 26th of October, which the opposition boycotted. Still, the incumbent Uhuru Kenyatta won with a 98% of votes cast.
And that I will protect and uphold
the sovereignty, integrity,
and
the dignity of the people of Kenya.
So
help me God.
So help me God.
In neighboring Rwanda, President Paul Kagame had just scooped a third term in office. However, the initial constitution did not support a third-term presidency. The law of the land would then be amended in parliament to favor the former military general, President Kagame.
We have progressed. For the moment, I produce pottery. I do all kinds of jobs to survive, and I still work on the land.
Down south in Zimbabwe, 23rd of November would be their new dawn. Emmerson Mnangagwa, a former justice and defense minister, was sworn in as president.
No one is more important than the other. We are all Zimbabweans. We want to grow our economy. We want peace in our country. We want jobs in our country.
For 37 years, former Southern Rhodesia only knew one head of state, the educated Robert Gabriel Mugabe. The man who had 9 degrees and the founding father that inspired the economic boom of Zimbabwe in the early 80s and 90s.
On behalf of Zimbabwe, I am so happy. We are liberated. I'm so happy for our children. For our generation, I believe this is the new generation, this is the new beginning.
With incumbents leaving office, it is hoped that 2017 is a game changer for a seemingly booming democracy in Africa.